SMT Nation, what is going on? It is your boy, the SMT. Good day to you all. Glad you could be here for this episode here on the channel. I want to talk a little bit about this article I came across on fiercewireless.com about SBA. They're giving us some important insight, and they're telling us how busy the carriers are when it comes to network deployment. We're talking about infrastructure, so cell sites and towers and stuff like that, and all the upgrades that are going on. So SBA Communications is a tower leasing company, and they recently released their earnings and some of their company metrics. All right. So these, when they're good, they're going to be an indication that carriers, the MNOs, the mobile network operators, Dish, Verizon, AT&T, T-Mobile, and such, they're very busy. So when they're spending money and they're creating all these lease agreements and tower site builds, that's when SBA is prospering. We know what's going on. All right. So they are offering that they have some of the best company metrics since 2014 in terms of growth. All signs point to big volume upgrades for the carriers. Two major network operators obviously taking the cake with SBA. You guys can go ahead and guess based on the title. It's Dish and Verizon. SBA expects some kind of a continuation or just some solid momentum to carry through the rest of this year. And based on what I was taking from this particular article, they're expecting it through through next year. Now they can't really guide beyond that. I think it's very difficult to do. A lot of things can happen and change, but with revenue and leases and amendments and growth, etc., there's a lot that could be said about the positivity and the momentum there. So 2022 revenues should be trending as well as through the rest of this year. They did disclose that lease amendments, so these would be modifications to current infrastructure leases, those are occupying 1/3 of what's been going on with their network deals and their leases. And then 2/3 have been new leases. So that's basically, those are the metrics and they're increasing. Okay, so that I think is the important piece. So when I looked at the old numbers, it used to be an 80-20 kind of ratio, meaning 80% were lease amendments and 20% were new leases. So now it looks like more of a focus towards the new. So it's like a 33-67% type ratio. That's interesting. To me, that indicates that Dish is a big piece of what SBA is doing, and Dish is very busy. Okay, so that's something to note. Also, I think the densification efforts by Verizon is pretty meaningful. I think that's probably what that indicates. SBA has an estimated 17,000 sites across the country. So with the Verizon piece, I think this is the scale that we're expecting to see with C-band, so the numbers should probably kick up as well. That'll be lease amendments for sure on their existing sites, but they have been building new sites too. So all that happening and ramping up. Now, there is a carrier that we haven't really mentioned here, and that's T-Mobile. They're also implicated here, but for them, I think it's a testament to the N71 and N41 upgrades and that steady pace, which they've been doing a great job. We've been seeing N41 and N71 popping up all over the country, rural, suburban, urban, all of it included. So the N41, N71 upgrades are rapid. The SMT takeaways for this, like I said, your carriers are investing heavily in their respective networks. The infrastructure investments ensures that you are going to have a long-term improvement plan for the network that you use. So this is good for all customers on all carriers: T-Mobile, Verizon, AT&T, and Dish, all included. And of course, Dish, this indicates that Dish is busy, and they're getting fancy and pretty close to a launch. Can't wait for that. Super excited. Let me know what you think of this article and my take on it. I'd love to hear what you have to say. Go ahead and drop me a line down in the comment section below. Check out some of the stuff going on with the community down in the description box, the Patreon, the Twitter handle, all that stuff that is there. If it's your first time here and you enjoyed this episode, subscribe and turn on bell notifications so you never miss an upload from the SMT. That's it for this one. Have a great rest of the day. I am the SMT, and we will see you all on the next video. Peace.